You win. Perfect.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to Nerd Fight. That's still that's awesome. I still love that you do that. We got to keep it going. All right, so Nerd Fight again for those of you just tuning in for the first time. We are a show where we discuss nerd topics and we duke it out virtually, not literally.
Put 'em
Put up your
up, put 'em
dukes. Come
up.
on, come on. But yes, so we've nerded out on different kinds of topics in the past. We've done Batman 89 versus Batman Begins. We've done Mario versus Sonic. Um, and today we have something different.
Yes, indeed we do. We're kind of pivoting to a different media, if you will.
Yeah, different media altogether. We've done video games. We've done movies. We've done
Hmm.
food.
Yes.
What we haven't done is music.
I love music. Music is magic.
Music is music to my soul. No, that doesn't. I don't know where I was going with that. But
So
agreed, music is the language of my soul. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this episode.
I have been looking forward to doing it since we decided this was going to be the topic. Uh,
All right, so
uh,
what is the topic, Eric?
Today's topic is cover songs better than the original.
Boom, boom. Yeah, that's gonna be a kind of a hot button topic, I think, because
Ah.
people get very protective of originals.
They do. But then there's just iconic covers that's how it was always meant to be.
Mm,
It,
mm.
so it depends. It depends on the timing. Um, I feel and whether or not the person covering it is actually good.
Well, that
'Cause
that's a good segue. What what do you feel makes for a good cover?
um,
What's important?
I think like if it's a song where I'm familiar with the original, I'm gonna have a hard time they if the cover artist changes the arrangement too much because my brain's gonna be like, that's not how the verse is supposed to go.
Mhm.
But if it's in some cases I've heard covers and I'm like, oh, I really like this, and then I find out later that it's a cover, and I'm like, oh, okay, I could see where they were coming from with this, and I have an easier time with it. Um, but to me, a good cover uh, isn't just a oh hey uh, this band wrote this song and I'm gonna do it exactly the same way. A good cover has you leave your own mark on it.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
you do something with the arrangement, you do something with the key, like you do something to make it distinctly your own
Mhm.
while still keeping true to the original source.
I think that people who do really good covers that are memorable and that are distinctive have a really tough job, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you're right. It has to sound enough like the original that you're like, "I recognize that as a cover," right?
Hmm.
But it also has to be distinct enough where it's not just like, "Oh, like, this is a dude who's singing at a wedding, who's just,
Right.
like, covering a song."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that
Abs-
in order to be a good cover, it's it has to be memorable, and that's really what it has to be. And for me, you're right, it has to come down to, did the artist make it their own? So,
mhm.
and I think that in the 5 that I picked at least, because 'cause we're gonna do our top 5, right?
Yes.
That's what happened. So,
Nice.
or at
I
least we
dig
have
it.
to make the case that that's what happened.
I I'm all for it. Um,
All right.
uh,
So who wants to go first?
um. Oh, I think you should go first.
Okay. All right. So the
Oh,
first
oh,
song. Oh,
are we just doing? Are we
one
taking
at a time.
turns? You,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So number five, I guess, I don't know. Number five for
Okay.
me is a song that is, I didn't even realize was a cover because it was so ingrained for so long. This version of the song.
Okay.
Um, and I didn't even realize that multiple artists have covered the song. But again,
Ooh.
like this is the song that I associate when I hear this song. It's this band that does it, and it
Okay.
is "Twist and Shout" by the Beatles.
That's a cover?
That is a cover.
What?
Yes, it is a cover.
That's
Um,
wild.
yeah, it was originally recorded by an R&B group called the Top Notes. Um,
Okay. Okay. I've heard of the top notes.
yeah,
Okay. I
but
huh. Okay.
the for me the definitive. Oh, and then the Isley Brothers also did it.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
before the Beatles did it. And but to
Nice.
me the quintessential version of it is by the Beatles. And not even just that, but it's because it was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off that it forever cements in the parade scene that
Yes.
version of the song.
I remember that scene quite vividly. That's a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So and the thing is, when I hear the song, it sounds like a Beatles song. It sounds like a song written by the Beatles,
Mhm.
even though it's not. So, but like, because there's other songs that they've covered, like um uh Mr. Postman,
Okay.
um, which is done by a girl group, actually, um, where it doesn't sound like a Beatles song. It sounds like they're covering a song. But
Oh.
Twist and Shout to me sounds like it was written by the Beatles for the Beatles.
Yeah, that's pretty wild that I like I've heard of the top notes, but like I unless, I've forgotten over the years, that it is news to me that that is a cover. Wow. Okay.
Wild,
Huh. Very
wild.
wild. Very wild. Um, huh. I'm I don't know that I've ever listened to I mean, obviously I haven't because I'm I am flabbergasted that it's a cover. Um, huh. I'm gonna have to go listen to the original at some point and and see.
Everybody should.
I agree. I agree. Um,
All right, it's
nice.
your turn now.
My turn. So it's hard to put these in any, specific order. Um, but the one I'm gonna put at number 5 for me is going to be Imagine, which is a song originally by John Lennon. Speaking of the Beatles, um, he recorded it in 1971, and then in 2004, one of my personal favorite bands, A Perfect Circle, covered it on their album Emotive,
Mm,
which was a an album of covers basically. Some of them had never been released before, like the originals had never been released. Like there's a song that they that's technically a cover that was from a project for a band called Tapeworm. But uh, that's getting off topic. The uh, um, but Imagine, when Lennon recorded it, it was very um, almost. I mean, it's a if you listen to the lyrics, it's a very kind of like political song.
mhm.
And it's very kind of optimistic in the way that Lennon arranges it. Um, a perfect circle, they go a different route. Um, and it's very, uh, very kind of dark and kind of gives like this dystopian feel with the music that they put to it. And I feel like, and I could be misremembering it, but like I was listening to John Lennon's version earlier today, and it was very kind of like uh, uh, very piano heavy,
Yeah.
and very and like not a whole lot else. I know there's others. I know there's other instruments in there because I looked at the credits and saw that there was other stuff mentioned, but it's not nearly as pronounced or as memorable to me.
Mhm,
So to me, like I mean, John Lennon's a great songwriter. I'm not dissing him, but the his version feels very kind of empty to me.
mhm,
Um, Whereas I listened to the A Perfect Circle version and like it's immediately full of emotion and it's got a heaviness to it that like make gives me goosebumps when I listen
mm.
to it. Um, and I just really like it. It's just like it's stuck with me for 22 years. So it's a yeah, it's a good one for me.
Nice. I'll have to listen to it. I haven't heard it, so I'll have to listen to that one.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind A Perfect Circle. I've listened to some of their songs before, so I would, welcome the chance to listen to it. I mean, I think you're right in that, uh, John Lennon's version is kind of, I don't know if it's hopeful, it's more like pleading to me,
Mm, I could see that.
like, it's like political in that it's, like, anti-political,
Right.
where it's like, "Guys, get your stuff together." Like, the world could
Yeah.
be a way better place if we could just get our stuff together.
Yeah, for sure.
So it could easily lend itself to a darker arrangement, because yeah, I could see that for sure. Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's your next one?
Excuse me, my throat. Hold on one second.
Yep.
All right, sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Okay, so number 4 is a song that this is on a lot of people's lists, and I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but I can't not say the song because it's just that good.
Okay.
And going from a song that the Beatles covered to a song by the Beatles that was covered.
Oh.
In this one, I mean, has been used so many times, but it's "With a Little Help from My Friends" by Joe Cocker,
Oh, okay.
also known as the theme song to The Wonder Years, I think it was. But that song, he interprets it in such a way that it sounds like a Joe Cocker song. It doesn't it no longer sounds like a Beatles song.
Nice.
And he sings, I mean, it's not hard, but he
Right.
sings it way better than Ringo Starr does. But he also kinda makes it a bluesy song, and there's like, like a gospel-y choir in the back that,
Mhm,
or more R&B, I guess, more soul singing behind him.
mhm.
Um, so, like
I'm hearing it. My random shuffle that exists in my brain is like you said the Wonder Years and boom,
yeah.
that theme's kicking in.
It it's just so good. He brings it to so many different levels. He makes it such a dramatic song just by his vocals alone,
Mhm.
and just the way that he sings, his voice is so raw, and it really just elevates the song to me. So, the number 4, Joe Cocker's version of "With a Little Help from My Friends," definitely better than the Beatles version.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with you on that one because I've heard both,
Mm,
and yeah, I definitely prefer Joe Cocker's version.
yeah, yeah. All right, what you got next?
For me, number four is going to be a song. Originally, if I remember correctly, was I want to say 1984 is when the original song came out by a group, well, by a band, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band,
Mm.
a little song called "Turn the Page," which was, in my opinion, made better by a small, hardly known band that some people might have heard of, called Metallica.
Oh.
And it's hard for me to like. I do wholeheartedly think that Metallica's version is better, but I have a hard time admitting that because Bob Seger's version has some amazing saxophone in it, and and so like
Wait,
I,
nobody does saxophone on the Metallica version?
no, no, they use electric guitars for the sax part, um, and it sounds amazing, but I love a good sax part, um, and so the original Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band had the saxophone to kick off the song, um, and they sprinkle it in later throughout the song as well, um, and like the Bob Seger version is pretty great. Um, it's it's a song about I think it's a song about being an entertainer, being in the entertainment lifestyle, on the road, touring, and just kind of like the perspective of that lifestyle. Um, and it sounds very good. Uh, like it's kind of his version is more like it's rock, but it's
It's like
more
southern
kind of
rock, like
yeah,
country
yeah,
rock.
like
Yeah,
yeah, more country rock.
yeah.
And then the Metallica version just kicks your teeth in and doesn't apologize and is just like, hey, we this song's ours now. Um and it's the music video for that song. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Um it it's not a music video for kids, that's for sure. They take the I think they take it from being about, someone touring on the road, and they make it about someone who's, you know, struggling to get by and doing what she has to
Mhm,
by any means necessary. Um and it's and it paints a specific picture that that evokes certain emotions, um but just overall the like Metallica's arrangement of the song, the very aggressive electric guitars, um it's just like it just makes me feel something like when I hear James Hetfield's vocals just kind of drive, and just like I'm running out of words to describe how awesome I think it is. But it's like, yeah, it's definitely one that has stuck with me, and like, I could take the Bob Seger version. I could take it or leave it, but the Metallica version just like leaps and bounds better to me.
nice.
Um, they just took it and said mine.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware of the Bob Seger version, so I thought it was just the
And
Metallica song. So it definitely suits Hetfield's voice really well. Do you know what I mean?
mhm.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
100%.
Yeah, I wasn't even
And
aware.
and in preparation for this, I was like, oh, let me just do some side by side comparisons. And in doing so, I found out that in like 1986 or so, um, a country artist also did a cover of this song, and it did not do it for me. I normally am a fan of this country artist, but
Mm.
this cover did not. No. So I'm, but that was a cover by Waylon Jennings. I was like, whoa, I've never heard that he did this cover before, and now I can say that I've heard it and never listen to it
Yep.
again.
Well, now I have.
That is a thing that exists.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So speaking of country music,
Yes.
my next one is a cover from a country song.
Okay.
And this is just something that goes back to like my high school days.
Okay.
And this is I Swear by All for One.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
And
Is
I've heard the country song. The country song's not bad. Um, I just think they put a little, kind of pop R&B magic on it, a little bit sprinkling on that.
Yeah. It's
Um,
like you're rocking my world right now because I thought that All for One did it originally and then the Country Star covered it.
oh
I,
yeah,
I
no.
huh,
Yeah, they
wow.
they actually covered 2 songs by that country artist. They sang all I Swear, and
Hmm.
then their other hit, uh, what was the other song?
Skills?
No, uh, "They read you Cinderella, you hoped it would
Oh,
come true, come rescue you. You like romantic movies, you never
yeah.
will forget." Na, na, na. What's the name of that song? Juliet, and all this time that you've been waiting. I Can Love You Like That.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
Can Love
yes.
You Like That is also a country song by, I believe, the same artist. So,
What?
yeah. So, I Can Love You Like That, also by John Michael Montgomery, who wrote I Swear, who performed I Swear. So, yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, um, the cool thing is that recently, in the last like 10 years or so, they did a re-release um, of I Swear
Hmm.
with All for One and the country artist. So that was awesome.
What? I
Yeah,
might
you
have to
should
look
look up
that up
that video.
because that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh.
think that what really elevates the song to me
Hmm.
is because it's the same song, right? It's the same lyrics, it's the same, pretty much the same melody, but the four-part harmonies, I think,
Hmm.
really sets it apart. And yes, it's more pop oriented, it's a little bit more R&B and B and stuff like that. That's totally true, but they stay very close to the original song.
Yeah.
It's just that I think that the combination of different voices, having a bass in there and stuff like that, I
Hmm.
think totally transforms the song.
Oh,
And
100%.
to me, I just think it sounds way better.
I I I grew up listening to country. The idea of me having a say in what was played on the radio in the car was unheard
0.
of. And my parents both listened to country music. And so I'm very familiar with the country version of this song.
Yeah.
But whenever I was at my friend's house, whenever I was at the skating rink on Friday nights, um, I heard the All for One. Or my sister, 94. Yeah, my sister was driving by this point.
Mhm.
Um, and she didn't listen to country. So when we were driving around Las Vegas in her uh like 1984 Ford Escort, um, we would listen to 98.5 KLUC and they would play this song by All for One.
All for One.
Uh, and
The smooth sounds of All for One.
Yeah, I remember it, and I remember I Can Love You Like That. I think, oh man, oh, hitting me in the nostalgia there. I just want to go back. I just want to get my rollerblades and go back to Crystal Palace and go do some roller skating.
There you go.
Uh,
There you go.
but those were always, I swear, and I Can Love You Like That. Those are both songs that you either those were reserved for the couple skates or you had
Yep.
to skate backwards.
That's
So,
there. There you go. Right. You're pulling up some nostalgia for sure.
but oh man, I haven't thought about that song in so long. I'm gonna have to make a playlist with our top fives
Yeah, I
and
know. Me too.
and just go listen to it. Oh, that's gonna be great. Let's see. Oh man, how do I top I swear? um, all right. So I've done Imagine. I've done Turn the Page. Uh number 3 for me. Oh, this one I'm I didn't put them in a specific order, so I'm trying to decide which ones I like
Mm,
more.
mhm.
Um, but I think for number 3, I'm gonna drop in a little song by a band uh, that some people might know from the early 2000s. I think they're still together, but they were definitely part of that like uh, I don't know if you call them like pop punk or emo.
Power
Um,
pop.
but the Ataris
Yeah, yeah.
uh, did a cover in like 2003 or 2004 of a song originally performed by Don Henley
Mm,
called "The Boys of
the
Summer,"
boys of summer. Oh man.
and and I like Don Henley. I like the Eagles. Even if Don Henley and the Eagles don't necessarily like their fans and hit them with copyright strikes every chance they can
Every
get.
chance they can
Uh,
get. Yeah.
um, but I think maybe it's because of when the Atari's cover came out. Um, it was very, I was like 19, 20 years old, and very much like into like the pop punk, the emo, and just like that more edgy alternative music at
Mhm,
the time, and just the I mean there's enough about their arrangement that's familiar
mhm.
to the original, but like there's some subtle changes to the lyrics, like instead of seeing a deadhead sticker on a Cadillac, they see a black flag sticker on a Cadillac.
Yep.
um and
And they
and
see
just
her brown skin shining in the
yeah,
sun, right? Instead.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's just and just kind of like the edgy, the harder edge to I I spacing on the lead singer's name from the Ataris, but like he gets more of that kind of growly edge to his voice when he's singing it,
Mhm, mhm.
especially towards the end. And I'm like he's like it feels like yeah he's really missing someone,
Mhm.
and whereas Don Henley's just like he's got that nice polished voice, and it's he's like yeah I had fun with a girl, but I don't really miss her. I'm just saying that because I want another date. But no, the Atari's guy, he's like he misses her, and he misses his summer fling, but he wants more than that. And
Yeah.
that's why it sticks out to me, I think. And I just really like the Ataris. I
I do
mean,
too. I like the
yeah,
Ataris a lot.
I mean, like they got that San Dimas High School football rules song,
Yeah.
and, and I'm like, how can you not love a band that makes a song, you know, that's paying tribute to
Referencing
Bill and Ted?
Bill and Ted. Yeah. Yeah, I think
So,
I think there's a something, that you're touching on with this song in particular, that the difference is, one, not only the lead singer and the way he sings the song, but it's also because the song is played in a more punk style,
Mhm.
there's a lot more, like, a sense of urgency to it, you know?
Yes.
So, like, what I get from when I'm listening to the song, because I like both songs, I do prefer
Yeah.
the Atari's version. Don Henley's version is like it's like reminiscing, like, "Oh, I remember this time."
Yeah.
Whereas, like the Atari's version is like, it's not reminiscing about some time in the past, it's like, I'm trying to recapture everything and I wish I was still there. Like, there's like a real sense of like longing and urgency in it,
Mhm.
whereas Don Henley's version is just like, "Hey, do you remember that time like that happened?" You know? And I think that's a major difference in it. I think that that plays into like a lot of those tropes in that era of power pop, pop punk type things, where you kind of get that like, I don't want to say juvenile, but like I want to
Mm.
say like there's that thing of like teenage angst and teenage lust and teenage like longing, that like is put into song form, you know?
Mhm.
And I think that's what they do with that. They really transform that song to take advantage of those kinds of messages and those kinds of tropes, using that kind of music. So I think it's
Yeah, I can
great. I
see
think it's awesome. I agree. I think it's better than the original.
that. Yeah, it's so good to me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So for me, number four, no, number two, number
Mm.
two is this is so weird because whatever, I'm just going to say it. it. This originally came out and it was a song that was released, I think, in 1967.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're going back.
We're going way back, but it was then it was covered by an artist in the 80s,
Okay.
and I think she did it better.
Oh,
And
okay.
this is I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Tommy James and the Shondells, I like their
Mhm.
version of the song. It just sounds creepy. And it's like there's a part where it's like the beating of our hearts are the only sound. And it sounds like it doesn't sound innocent. It sounds creepy when a dude sings it. I don't know why, but it does.
Kinda in the same vein of every step you take.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's kinda something kinda stalkery about it, which is weird. However, when a late teenage girl sings it, it sounds really cute.
Mhm.
It sounds like kind of innocent, and it sounds kinda playful.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, so when a dude's singing it, although it's in the '60s, it's, in that kind of, like, '60s vein,
Mhm.
um, I think it sounds great. I just think that the pop version by Tiffany sounds better, and it's the definitive version for me. Although I do have to say, Billy Joel, right, from Green Day, did a version of it too?
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, I think so. Am I wrong?
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Yeah, I think We're Alone Now by Billy Joe Armstrong. He does a
Okay.
great version of it also. I still prefer
Huh.
Tiffany's version, but
Okay.
yeah,
And
and
I
it's just
said,
because of
"What
the
about
creep factor.
breakfast at Tiffany's?" Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that. Like once I had a hard time listening to the Police, or is it Sting specifically, the Every
The
Move You
Police, it's
Make
the
song,
Police. Every
and it's
breath
like,
you take.
yeah, it's like once someone pointed out how creepy it sounds, I'm like, yeah, now that you mention it,
Well, I mean,
I
he
have a hard
says it
time listening
himself.
to
He's
it.
like, "I don't know why people think it's a romantic song." Like, it's a creepy song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly didn't do a deep dive on that one, but I'll have to go back and listen to the original. I think we're alone now because it's I don't know that I've ever heard it. Anything other than Tiffany's version.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Yeah. You'll have to listen
so
to Billy Joe Armstrong's and Tommy James and the Shondells.
okay, okay, yeah. I Green Day and Billy Joe is hit or miss for me, and I don't know if that's because I used to get accused of looking like Billy Joe in high school, pre-beard, obviously. But yeah, I used to get that a lot. So I don't know. I have a rocky past with Billy Joe, but one day
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give it a listen. Maybe not tonight, but definitely this weekend.
I think We're
As a
Alone Now is a good Tommy James and the Shondells song, but I think they're more
Okay.
famous for Crystal Blue Persuasion. You know that song? It's also from the '60s, I think. Crystal Blue
Oh,
Persuasion. Anyway, it's
yeah, that
1968.
sounds okay. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay,
But anyway, take a
nice.
listen.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think we're
I
alone
definitely
now.
will. um, yeah. I and now I have Tiffany's version playing in my head. Um, yeah, that's normal. That's how my brain works.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
especially with music, it's just like repeats all the time.
Well, I knew this was gonna
All
get
right,
your
so
mental
my
jukebox working. This topic was gonna get you like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh."
yeah, yeah. Oh man, I love music.
Yeah.
Ah, my next one, and this one might ruffle some feathers.
Ooh,
Um,
I'm curious.
but and I got nothing against the original artist. Uh, the original artist made some very uh has made some very good music and has even covered a song from my number one favorite band,
Mm,
and and I now consider it his song instead of my favorite band's song. Um,
wow.
and and his version, brings me, tears to my eyes every single time I listen to it. But I'm not going to talk about that song. Um,
What a tease.
that song's talked about on too many top 10 lists of covers. Uh,
Ah,
but this one, originally by Johnny Cash and covered
oh,
by Social Distortion, Ring
got it.
of Fire.
Yeah.
Um,
Social
the
D's version is good.
I, yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Um, the like don't get me wrong, Johnny Cash, classic. Ring of Fire, like it's great, and it's got that little those horns
Yeah.
that play on his version.
Mhm.
Uh, and it's very kind of like old west sounding.
Yep.
Uh, and and it's I mean, and Johnny Cash's voice is like
Not a
iconic.
ring of
Um,
fire. Dude, it's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, it's classic.
and and sometimes I have to stop and think hard if I'm remembering Johnny Cash's voice or Joaquin Phoenix impersonating Johnny Cash's
Yeah.
voice.
True, true, true.
Because I watched Walk the Line a lot.
Mm.
That was the one, right?
Walk the
Walk
line,
the
yeah.
Line was the
Yeah,
biopic, right?
yeah.
Okay, I
Not
because there was
not,
the
Walk Hard. Was that the one? The
yeah,
Dewey Cox
Walk Hard.
story?
Yeah. Uh,
It's a testament to that movie of how good Walk Hard is, that it's like,
for-
I could easily see it being confused with other biopics.
I agree. I agree. It's such a good movie. Which I can't believe I'm admitting. But yeah, the Ring of Fire. Just again the the kind of growly edge to Mike Ness's voice,
Mhm,
um, and you know the driving guitars.
mhm.
It's just so good to me.
Yeah.
And there may have been a time where uh I played that song somewhat frequently and in a church band.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we played it a little fast and loose with what constituted a praise and worship song. and
Yeah.
and Ring of Fire fit that bill. And of course we played the Social D arrangement.
Arrangement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This is the same church where we did the gospel according to Foo and did an entire worship set of Foo Fighters songs. Uh,
Nice.
so
Nice.
so we had a bit of leeway with what we could get away with. It wasn't all just Hillsong United and whatnot. It was we could have some fun with it. And
Nice.
but yeah, Ring of Fire by Social Distortion is my number two.
Nice. Good choice, man. I don't know if I prefer it over Johnny Cash's version. I'm not a huge Johnny Cash fan to begin
Okay.
with. Um, but I do like Ring of Fire. I think Ring of Fire is pretty classic. It's probably the song I most associate with Johnny Cash,
Mhm.
except for the other song that you didn't want to talk about. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which I'm gonna listen to all of these songs tonight.
yeah.
Well, yeah, probably tonight, even though I should go to bed. Uh,
Spoiler, guys, he's talking about Hurt.
yeah, yeah.
But that comes up in everyone's, like, best
Y-
covers ever
Oh
list.
yeah.
So,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we didn't wanna do, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. We didn't wanna
No.
do Hurt by, because those are usually, like, the 2 songs that come up all
Oh
the
yeah.
time. So, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
totally
And
get it.
there's some other ones, and like Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and there's some others that are very popular and common that come up, and
mhm.
I'm like, I just want to do something
More
not
personal.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I really enjoy a lot of them, but
I mean, I'm talking about Tiffany.
yeah, that is. I
Uh,
I
I
I did
mean,
not
it
see
is
that
what it
one coming.
it is
I
what it is.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, so alright, so my number 1. I didn't
Mhm.
know if I was gonna include this or not because I don't think it ever got an official release,
Okay.
but it's a pretty well-known version of the song. It was released on an unplugged, so I think maybe it counts.
Okay.
Um, I like the original a lot. I just think that the band that covered it, just the way the singer sang it, I think is just a little bit better,
Mhm.
and it is "The Man Who Sold the World."
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as you said unplugged, I said he's gonna talk about Nirvana.
Yeah, yep. Their version of "The Man Who Sold the World" to me is better than Bowie's version.
Uh,
Like, Bowie's he does the Bowie thing, right? He sounds
right.
kinda, like, creepy and kinda like, I don't know, extraterrestrial,
Right.
like,
Right.
he
He's
sings it
got
like a
that.
person who's not of this world.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. He's very. He's got a lot of whimsy to his voice.
yes,
Uh,
he does. But I think that Cobain sings it in a very, like, and just like how his natural vocals is a lot more, like, painful sounding.
mhm.
Um, so to me, it sounds like Bowie's version sounds very straightforward,
Yeah.
whereas Cobain's version sounds like it's very regretful, like, it's like a sad
Oh yeah.
thing, the man who
Oh yeah.
sold the world.
Oh, I can.
Um,
100%.
yeah, it's way more emotional for me, and I think
It's.
it's very, it's pared down because it's unplugged,
Mhm.
um, but I think it's just very powerful the way that Cobain sings it, so
I agree, and I think it did get an official release because I feel like I had a CD, like an actual CD that I purchased
well, yeah, it was
with.
released on the MTV Unplugged CD.
Well, I didn't buy that CD. It
Oh,
was it was
it's
it
on a
was
different
like
CD?
yeah, it was on like a greatest hits, I want to say. Um, I could be wrong. but I could have swore I had a Nirvana CD that had that and some other songs that I felt just don't get enough justice and airplay when it comes
Hmm.
to Nirvana. Um, let's see, was it? Yeah, 1993. Okay, let's see. Am I about this?
The only
I
one
mean,
I'm seeing is the one
huh?
from the MTV Unplugged in New York.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I could have swore I had it, or maybe
Maybe they included it later
yeah, or maybe
on a box set or something.
possibly, or
Yeah.
it's very possible that it wasn't a CD that I bought and I'm misremembering it, and a friend burned it for me. Um,
It was a
I mean that,
mixtape.
yeah, yeah, that could be too.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, but I could have swore. I mean, yeah, my brain likes to play tricks on me, so
I mean,
uh,
you know,
I'm getting up
it's
there in
true.
age. And I got the ADHD
Oh,
really messing
it
with my
was
memory.
released as a promo single.
Oh,
The Man Who Sold the
interesting.
World was released as a promotional single in 1995.
Oh wow. Huh.
So maybe,
Huh.
yeah.
Maybe. Possibly. Hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, I love that song. I was actually just listening to it the other day. Uh, it's a good song. I'm right there with you in preferring it over David Bowie. And
Mm,
and I don't say that lightly because I love David Bowie. And he's done some incredible music.
absolutely.
And and I just and he worked quite a bit with Trent Reznor and
Yep.
Nine Inch Nails, and like huh, like not I mean there's not a week that goes by that I'm not at some point singing I'm Afraid of Americans. Uh, so like that song really sticks with me. But yeah, with The Man Who Sold the World, it's very, like you said, it's he does the Bowie thing. Um,
Yeah.
and it's very, it's very much like mat kind of matter of fact. And like you said, Kurt Cobain just puts like there's more emotion. It feels like
Yeah. Yeah.
there's more at stake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm with you on that. Um,
Yeah, a song that I almost put on this list, but I already, like, did a Bowie cover or a cover of a Bowie song,
mhm.
was another cover of a Bowie song,
Uh,
and it's by the Wallflowers, and they
oh,
cover Bowie's "Heroes"
yes,
for the Godzilla soundtrack.
I
The
had that
Godzilla
soundtrack.
I do too, and it's one of my favorite songs on that soundtrack, and, yeah, um, their version of "Heroes," I don't think it's well, this is the reason I didn't put it on the list, 'cause I can't say that for sure that it's better than Bowie's version,
hmm
but I think that it's right up there with Bowie's version, so
Yeah, that's a hard one for me as well because like Bowie's version of Heroes is like, and I don't know if it's because my brain associates it with a movie that it was included in,
yeah, yeah.
um, that like made me, feel some type of way on dealing with mental health stuff.
Mm,
Um, and so it's kind of got that with it.
mm,
Um, but like like the Wallflowers cover for on the Godzilla soundtrack was just oh so good. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
I don't know if I could say it's
it's better.
one's better than the other. But
Yeah,
honorable mention as far as covers go. For I think it was season one of Stranger Things.
mhm.
Peter Gabriel does a cover of Heroes. Uh,
Oh, does he?
yeah, and
Huh,
and that one and that one's really good. I think it's season one, because I feel it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's season one because it's when Will is missing. Spoiler alert for a show that's 10 years old. Um,
Is it 10 years old? Really?
I mean, season one came out in 2015 or
Oh, you're
2016.
right. Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, they were young for a really long time. Uh, um, but yeah, Peter Gabriel's version of Heroes is really good as well. Um,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
but again, I don't know if I can say it's better than Bowie.
Yeah.
It's just it's good. And if you haven't listened to it, you should. I mean, if you've watched season one of Stranger Things, you've definitely heard it. Um, but
Yeah,
it's
I probably heard it, but I don't remember it, so I will have to give it another listen for sure.
yeah,
Because I
it's
like Peter Gabriel too, so
yeah, I don't know that I was a fan of before that, but I definitely am a fan of Peter Gabriel after that. So it's worth a listen.
nice.
But enough about heroes and that honorable mention. Um, my number one is a cover of a song that was featured on the soundtrack of a movie from 1986. Um, I think it was, yeah, 1986. And it was the band who covered it also covered it for another movie in 2011. Um,
Oh,
that is the song "Is Your Love Strong Enough" by Brian Ferry for the movie Legend, covered by How to Destroy Angels on the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo soundtrack.
oh, yeah.
So I had to work Trent Reznor into my list somehow.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
How to Destroy Angels is a project that he did with his wife Mary Queen and his only other official Nine Inch Nails bandmate Atticus Ross. Um, and uh, this was, I think, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think was Trent and Atticus's second score that they movie score that they did together after The Social Network.
Yeah, because 'cause they're both
And
David Fincher movies.
yes,
Yeah.
and uh, and so they did The Social Network. It was amazing. They did Girl with the Dragon Tattoo soundtrack. It is also amazing, and it that soundtrack features two covers, which is pretty great. But I chose this one because it just um, the vocals by from Mara Queen on this are like she is a phenomenal singer.
Mm,
Um, and she she had her own band. I forget the name of the band at the moment, but she she was a touring artist and had a name for herself before she became Trent Reznor's wife.
mhm.
And so and she still sings. And I don't think she tours anymore, except for when Nine Inch Nails is touring. They like make it a whole family affair. Um, and like her and the kids come too, um, which I think that's pretty awesome. But How to Destroy Angels covered this song from Legend, um, and put it on Girl with the Dragon Tattoo soundtrack,
Mm.
and just her. I mean, like it's the music that Trent and Atticus provide is very, I feel, almost haunting, and which is kind of like a signature thing for them, and that's one
You
of the
don't
reasons I
say.
love them. It's one of the reasons I love them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my soul is dark and broody. Um, the and her vocals are just like a stark contrast to it.
Mm.
Um, and the original, I've listened to it a few times and I just don't like it. Like I've tried.
Mm.
I've really tried, but it just doesn't do it for me. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I'm only familiar with it because of Legend, so I haven't listened to it enough times, and
That's
I
fair.
I watched Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but I don't remember any songs from it, so I'll have to Definitely check that one out.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't think it's included in
Oh,
in the movie until, like, maybe towards the very end.
is it
Um,
like in the credits?
it
Maybe.
might be. It
Yeah.
might be. It's been a minute since I've watched the movie. Um, but, like, that whole soundtrack is, like, there's only I'm pretty sure there's only 2 songs on the entire soundtrack, and the soundtrack's almost as long as the movie is.
Mhm.
Um, they like, there's only 2 tracks that have lyrics, and it's both the tracks that are covers. Um, and the first one's the title track, that's playing during the intro, and that is, wha it's a Led Zeppelin song. Why is the name escaping me, at the moment?
Immigrant Song?
Yes,
Kashmir?
Immigrant Song.
Immigrant Song. Immigrant Song,
Yeah,
yeah.
they cover Immigrant Song, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and, the lead singer from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, um, Maggie O, I think? Um, regardless, they cover that one, and then they have a whole slew of, atmospheric
Instrumentals. Yeah,
instrumental songs,
like score.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they finish off the soundtrack with Is Your Love Strong Enough?
Mm.
And I it's one of my favorite soundtracks, and not just because it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, but, that doesn't hurt. Um
You know, I love their score for Social Network.
Mhm.
I like their score for Dragon Tattoo.
Mm.
I hated their score for Tron Ares.
Really?
Yeah, I was
It's
super disappointed.
I enjoy it. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, I enjoy it, and every time I listen to As Live as You Need Me to Be, it grows on me more and more.
Mm,
Because
mm, mm.
when I first heard, I'm like, okay, I like this. It's getting. It felt like it was going back to their Pretty Hate Machine kind of like club industrial
Yeah, yeah,
feel, which I don't mind. It's not what I'm used to from them anymore, but
yeah, yeah.
I don't mind it at all. But and it's grown on me, especially seeing them on their tour back in February. Um,
I'm
and
just thinking
with
in the context of the movie, watching the
oh, fair.
movie, like, the music goes in completely the opposite direction that I think it should go. Like, it's
That's
like they purposely were like, "Oh, this is a chase scene. We're gonna make the song really low key." It's like, why do you do that? Um, I mean, to be fair, I'm probably biased because, Daft Punk's score for, Tron Legacy is probably
oh,
one of my favorite scores ever. So,
I yeah.
it had a lot to live up to. So, yeah,
Tron Legacy soundtrack is whew, so good,
unbelievable,
so good. Yeah, I'm right
unbelievable.
there. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I will confess, I have not seen Tron Ares.
Yeah.
Uh, it's on my list of things to watch. Um, I
So so
because
my wife is a Nine Inch Nails fan, right?
okay, yeah.
She loves Trent Reznor. So she wa I had started the movie already, and she comes down, sits next to me, and she goes and she's, like, listening, she goes, "This music sucks." I was like, "That's Trent Reznor." And she was like, "What?"
It's like what?
I was like, "Yeah." She's like, just unprompted, she was like, "This music sucks." I was like, I I don't know why." She's like, "Yeah, like, the first one had such memorable music." I was like, "What happened here?" I was like, "I don't know, ask Trent Reznor."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a score that didn't go over as well as some of their other scores have with,
yeah, because I
um
liked their score for Social Network. I like their score for Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. So,
and
yeah,
it's kinda interesting that they chose to do this one under the Nine Inch Nails moniker,
yeah.
whereas in all their other scores they did as Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
I don't
Um,
know if they chose to do that or if that was a marketing thing,
oh, that yeah, that could be.
because the first movie was marketed with Daft Punk.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah,
like
I
I think
vaguely
to get
remember that.
people in to be like, "Hey, watch this Jared Leto movie."
When
You
so many
know,
people hate Jared Leto.
yeah, exactly. So they're like, "But we've got Nine Inch Nails."
Yeah.
Because the question to me was when they announced that they were doing another Tron movie, I
Mhm.
was like, who are they gonna get to replace
Right.
Daft Punk? Like,
Right.
who has the cred to replace Daft Punk? Well,
Mhm.
Nine Inch Nails does for sure.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but eh, and I wonder, I need to watch the movie. And I'm wondering, like, did they, because like on its own, without having seen the Jared
Mhm.
Leto movie, um, like I enjoyed the soundtrack in a vacuum.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so
I
I don't
haven't
have the
listened to it
same,
on its own, so I maybe I should listen to it on its own.
but
Um,
it's, I mean, but like, when, as a good soundtrack or a good score, like, you remember the scenes
yeah,
that that were happening when that music played.
yeah,
Um, it's like that for me with all the Star Wars songs. Like it's
yeah.
like it's like, oh, I hear that song and I was like, oh yeah, that's when Luke is staring at the horizon.
Oh yeah,
It's
like I know when Derez plays in
yeah. And Legacy.
Tron Legacy. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like I know when scenes happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you'll have to check it out for sure. If you have Disney
Yeah.
Plus, I think it's on Disney Plus. So
I do have the Disney Plus and I need to watch it. I'm one of like my only friends that doesn't hate Jared Leto. I don't I don't I don't know why. Um I know he's got some controversial stuff in his past, but I just
I don't dislike Jared Leto at all, actually. So you that
it's
makes two of us.
okay, okay. Yeah, I've got some friends that are pretty outspoken about Jared Leto, and they're
I mean,
like,
he just makes crappy movies. But you know what? So does like he makes movies that don't make a lot of money. But so
okay,
does like Glenn Powell. His
okay,
movies have bombed, and Sydney Sweeney, her movies have bombed. So it's
yeah,
like, yeah, I don't really hold it against them. And I actually didn't hate Jared Leto's Joker. So yeah.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't what I expected from the Joker, but I didn't think it was bad.
I
At
think
least
that
not as
like
bad as at least not as bad as other people have made it
I
out
think
to
they
be.
made bad choices. Like doing the tats and stuff was dumb, and doing the
Mm.
grill was dumb. I think that was really dumb. But I think
Yeah.
that how he played the Joker was fine. So yeah. Anyway.
Now I'm just
All
thinking of
right.
Jared Leto with the grill.
So
Oh,
all right, so let's go over our top 5 again. I've got
yes.
Twist and Shout, With a Little Help from My Friends, I Swear, I Think We're Alone Now, and The Man Who Sold the World. And you've got
I've got Imagine,
mhm,
uh do
you don't
what
remember what order you would.
no, I think I did Turn the Page,
Yeah, Imagine Turn the
uh
Page.
The Boys of Summer,
Yep,
Ring of Fire,
yep.
and Is Your Love Strong Enough?
All right. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you all agree with our lists, or do you feel um, there are other songs other than "Hurt" and other than "I Will Always Love You" that are deserving of the covers that are better than the originals? Put them down in the comments below. We greatly appreciate. We want to read them.
Yeah,
That would
I
be
want to listen
cool.
to them, especially
Yeah,
if I haven't heard them before.
yeah, absolutely. Are there things that we totally miss? Are there things that are overlooked that we didn't think about? That would be awesome because, I'm always on the lookout for new music. So,
Same.
yep,
My
yep, yep.
my I was a little disheartened when I did my Spotify party and it said I've only listened to 8,000 unique songs. So I need to, those are rookie numbers.
Yeah,
I
you
need
need to get those numbers up, son.
to so
But I'm surprised that we didn't have overlap. That
I
was
I
cool.
I I'm kind of surprised as well. But
Yeah,
I feel like we do have some
different
uh
taste.
yeah, some different
Yeah,
tastes when it comes to music.
yeah, for
So,
sure. For sure,
but yeah.
for sure, for sure. Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to us nerd out. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, this was less of a fight and more of a, hey, check out this thing that I like. Uh,
It just so happened we kind of agreed though too with most of our picks. You know,
well,
that
I
that kind
mean,
of helped a lot.
yeah, this is true. That's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could have been like, heck no, blah 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 blah, but no, I agreed with your picks, especially Boys of Summer. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still not sure where I'm at with the All for One John Michael Montgomery thing, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I think for now I'll give it to All for One.
You're itching for a fight.
Yeah, just a little.
All right, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button. So do the subscription thing, hit the notification bell, and hype it up to your friends and family, and get on the nerd
Yeah,
train.
the nerd train. I
I
love
don't know.
it. We'll come up with a good name. We'll
Yeah,
come up with the,
yeah.
but for now the nerd train works.
We need to come up with our fans. We don't
Yes.
have fans yet, so
Hey, by the time this comes out, we might have fans.
that's true. That's true. We might have fan.
Singular. Oh.
All right, folks. That's it for Nerd Fight. Have a good night.